Hi, good afternoon. This is Darryl Johnson, Ride the Wind. How y'all doing? Good afternoon. It is the 26th of November, I believe. I think I'm right on around 12:44. Yeah. Anyway, I had to bring something to your attention that just came to my attention. Two things I've studied last night and this morning. Okay. I'm going after the Nibiru people right now. Okay? Again, to get you out of that mind mode of whatever her name was created in 1990. Okay? And everybody jumped on the bandwagon to suck money out of your pockets and put fear in your hearts. Undue fear in your hearts. Based on lies. Right? Okay. Now, isn't the story with Nibiru that the doctor's going to kill me? What are you going to do? I'm going to kill myself. So, it was a comment that came about 2 weeks ago. Well, a comment that came about 2 weeks ago. Now, the Nibiru community, which is totally false, 100% false. If you're caught up in that, you better get your mind straight and start doing your research, because there's too many planets here and things aren't matching up at all. Okay? Not Nemesis, Nibiru, or Boda, Hellion, and the three moons. All BS. Okay? Because there's a hell of a lot more planets here. I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'm going to really nail it to the wall. The pink is caused by the iron oxide from the system, from the dragon. No doubt, the dragon I've explained to you is a bee pink laser like this. The two fingers are the wings. A white dot on each end of the wing. Same emblem that the guys from Guardian of the Galaxy, the soldiers, I forget what the Union or Federation is, have on the front of their shoes. Two dots, one right here. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm thinking pink, 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 and I'm thinking this intelligent, which I'm seeing now, but pointed me in the right direction, but was not defined properly, but you clicked, right? Radiation in the atmosphere. Now, we all know it's there because of Starlink, because of 576, which is actually the signature of fusion, which ties into your tetrahedron. Okay? Look it up. 72 triangles, two sides, creates a sacred geometry type sphere that rotates, almost morphs. It's an illusion, right? It stands for many things. It stands for the face of God. I've explained it before. Gods have two missions. They create and destroy. Shiva, Eagle, whoever you want to talk about, the one, the gray spirit, okay? That's also the face of N. It is also the geometric pattern of the tree of life. So, let's start getting our heads around that, all right? So, I'm thinking pink, and I'm thinking back to her statement. I was just in New York on the camps. Okay, well, the pink is coming to the United States. I saw it. I've seen it around the world for years, all the time I spent on camps. I was wondering when all this is going to come to the United States. Well, you know, to kind of wake people up. Not so I would see people get hurt, but maybe to wake people up, save more lives, save more lives, save more lives. Okay? That's our mission, right? So, me, Mr. Radiation, who basically glows anyway, right? I put in pink, and I put into Google, which is a controlled information base, by the way, okay? What we receive, and you think you're connected to the all world and you can get all answers from Google, you can't. You cannot, period. It's controlled by the dark societies, and when they force us into the AI position, everybody thinks, I'm online, and boy, I know it. No, you won't. You won't know everything. You will only know what they feed us. And they take us down this line with Alexa, Echo, you know, the new games, the virtual reality. Do you see where this is headed? The phones, which actually turned us into cyborgs right there. Okay? So the path beats on. My reference for that is David Icke. Hear him talk about this shit. Excuse my language, but this is too much for me, you know? Another one of these periods where I'm going through these upgrades and I have to define what's important to talk to you guys about and what's not important, what's most important and prevalent at this time. The three storms, before I get into the thing, developing across America. They're going to have hurricane winds out there in Northwest California, Oregon, and a blizzard. Middle of there's three storms, okay? And they're 3 times, and they will develop into 3 times the strength of normal storms. And 55 million people are about to hit the highway. If you're going to visit somebody and you're headed into one of these, you need to regroup, step back, and think of the people you love that you're going to ride in that car. Because this isn't going to work out right. And I guarantee you that, okay? I don't know if it'll be the whole United States. I don't know. But definitely the thing on the West Coast, whoa. Okay, the East Coast also. Man. So, I'm in New York, which is basically where I've been looking now, following that thing in the south sky and also following the green orb, which now there's a cloud bank across the sky where it is, so you don't see it. Okay, I can only catch it like right at dawn before the cam goes black and white, or I catch it early in the morning before the sun and the clouds come in and knock it out. That green orb is there. And that signature is all around the world. Now, the Hopi said green, pink, blue, ba ba ba. And they tied it all to blue Kachina. But I'm getting off track here. I just want to say that the Cherokee and the Hopi defined graphically what we were going to see. Not knowing is what I'm about to explain. Okay, so I put in pink, radiation signature. A color spectrum comes up. It's a circle. I'm going to give you the place to look for it at, right? And a citation, right? Okay, it's a circle. Within that circle, which is the color spectrum of radiation, covers solar cosmic rays, extreme ultraviolet cosmic rays, and galactic cosmic rays. That's going to be wikiversity.org, radiation_astronomy colors. Okay? Or just put in pink radiation signature. All right? So it's going to show you this wheel, a color spectrum of the radiation signatures. It kills me, man. Now here I am thinking about the whole time. I'm kind of half believing in the beer story and still feeding in my mind that that's iron oxide. No, completely 100% wrong. It is the signature of radiation, and it is now across the United States. It's definitely in New York, and I've seen it other places too, but I'm keeping my cam input down. I'm really at the limit of what I've seen. I don't know when I can get back on, start looking around the world again, but I'm not ready right now. I've got enough. I've captured enough. My point is proven, okay? Now, again, that's wikiversity.org, radiation_astronomy colors. And it's going to go into galactic cosmic rays, extreme ultraviolet cosmic, solar cosmic rays. And the citation is Daniel Wilson. Okay? Not sure what he is. He didn't have a title, but it's damn sure done properly. Okay? So we've been hoodwinked again. We got Musk to launch 30,000 more satellites. You think this pink is going to get brighter? Between the cosmic rays, which I'm also studying, that's a whole different mission. We are not just being hit by CMAs, coronal mass ejections. We're being hit by winds from other galaxies called bubbles, but that's another. I've got to get that more down on paper to make you understand. But this is not all solar winds, and there's something outside the universe that is red, that is creating a red fire around our universe. Real deal crap, right? Heat. A very extreme heat signature. Is this dragon? Is this Kachina? Is this Ison? I know it's Ison, but I get where you guys get where I'm going with that, right? Okay, so that defines the green, the blues, the reds, the strange colors that we're seeing in the sky as radiation. And I could probably take it a bit farther. Will those cosmic rays flash like I'm seeing the sky do, like I'm seeing our 576 simulator sun do? I don't even have to look it up. Because before I do look it up, I know I'm right. Okay? This is where we use our perception. This is where knowledge stops at one point, but imagination is boundless. My imagination goes into these things and says, take that pink thing out. Right? And boom, there you have it, right? To all you Nibiru people, they're called libraries. They're big buildings. They got windows. They got a lot of books. They got computers you can use inside. You pitch the 3600 year pole shift. You pitch the 3600 passing of this thing, whatever this is, this system, right? Which is not Nibiru, okay? It's not Nemesis. It's not Arboda. It's not the Hellion. It's not Nibiru. And it's not the three moons. There's way too many planets here. Your story doesn't add up. And the last pole shift, as I've stated in previous videos, happened 780,000 years ago. So your story goes nowhere. Nowhere. Sorry I'm a little edgy on that, but there's still people who are stuck in that thought. Stuck in that thought. One book. I'm going to base my whole life on one book, right? Come on, man. Come on. I guess that's people who don't see like we do. Infrared. We see in infrared. And we see all 9 dimensions. And not only using your knowledge, which again will only reach a certain point. Use your imagination, which is boundless. And if something pops into your head, I want you to Google it. If you don't get the right answer from Google, you got to trick it. You got to reword your question. You got to play with it. You'll get your answer. Okay. Now, I'm going to lead into we are going through a grand solar minimum also. Now, the dichotomy of the grand solar minimum is when the sun goes into its little, let's call it a vacation, okay? It emits more radiation. Our real sun, not the simulator, which is also 576 putting out radiation, our sun is a thermal nuclear reactor, which produces helium to cool itself, just like any thermal nuclear reactor. Okay? Follow me. Follow me. As it goes into its vacation, which would be defined as the grand solar minimum, which we're also dealing with right now. Everything is not from these planets, and most of it is enhanced by man. They do not need HAARP anymore. 576 will drive these storms around the world, or intensify the storms that are being caused by cosmic, let's call them emissions for now. Different waves from different entities. Okay? Galaxies, the sun, man. I could go on and on. Okay. So what I wanted to do is I'm looking at this weather, and I'm looking at 55 million people hitting the highways going into this crap that could go very wrong. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I haven't been right. I haven't been wrong about anything I've called. Piece of trumpets, all that crap, everything I said happened. When I called the asteroids a year ago, are they not in and out the news all day long? Well, they kind of backed off on them now, but Bennu, Regula, Apophis. Now we're talking about Wake Tuttle, which Wake Tuttle is, again, the same ecliptic as a dragon, if you look at it, or Ison's ecliptic. Okay, follow me. It's called the Carrington event. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to go back to grand solar minimum, which occurred in 1859, which is about 160 years ago. So they happen about 100 every 160 years, right? And I wanted to see how the weather was back then. So I was putting in weather, grand solar minimum, 1859, weather reports. The only thing that kept popping up was solar storms that took out everything. Let me repeat that. I tried to get the weather to see if they went through the same weather patterns that we're going through now. No. But what they did go through, and maybe I'm wrong, you guys might take that a step further, but you punch in weather, man, you're not going to get weather from 1859, even reading the newspapers, which I did last night from 1859. They're talking about grids going down in a major way, and it was bad. There were volcanoes, there were earthquakes, etc., but the weather's not there, so that part I can't comprehend. So back to Mr. Musk and Starlink and feeding these storms with the 576 resonance and turning them into monsters. And as I stated again, it is just not 576 from our simulator, from Musk. It's coming through the CMEs. It's blowing from other galaxies. Okay? You can look that up in the, that's going to be Washington Post, is the citation, right? Washington Post, when space weather attacks, 1859. Are you guys getting this? Because it plays into everything. The mainstream media is not reporting how strong these storms are that are developing. Trust no one. Do your own research. Do not in any way, I wouldn't, take a 1% chance of putting my life in risk or anyone I love or care about, which is you guys and those I love in my outer world. Okay, those who understand me, which are the same as you, my 144s, right? Don't let your knowledge limit you. Again, imagination is limitless. It doesn't stop. It's never ending. And that's maybe where we find some of our answers. Maybe they are not within knowledge. We can citate our knowledge. Citate our imagination. If we take what's out of our imagination and then go research it, and then boom, bada bing, you're right. And every time I do it, I'm right. When I was doing Merovingian dragon lineage, okay, the bloodline of the dragon, and I thought, I laid in bed and I thought, Dracula. Dracula's in that bloodline, which this is the same bloodline that our world leaders follow. It is dragon lineage, and it can be found at Parasite, PARASITE.com, dragon lineage. Back to Merovingian, which transcended into the Templars, got to do with the Crusades. The Templars, when they began being executed for running around with a little idol, right? Took off to Scotland, hung with Robert the Bruce, and that's where Masonism originated. So these guys have been running and hiding for years. Secret society. Well, I'm going to burn for this stuff, right? But I have to say it. So I'm laying in bed. I just got done watching Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? I just think in my head, because it kept showing red balls out through it. And the overall tone of the movie is red. And I know that means blood, okay? No doubt, all right? But I go to Dragon Lineage, and I punch in Dracula. So who pops up? Who is within Dragon Lineage? Who fed on blood? Okay? Who is into this adrenochrome, right? I'm not going to say any names, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Get a big red flag. This will be the last video I do. But who pops up? Vlad, B-L-A-D, Dracul, D-A-R-K-U-L, Vlad the Impaler, Merovingian dragon lineage. First came about with King Merovi in France, who mated with a sea beast, which is half sea goat, half man. That's the second beast that appears in Revelations. And I also have to make this clear, and I want to be short. I've done more on that to find out which one I thought I thought, okay, as I stood on the shore, a second beast arose from the ocean and took power and authority from the dragon. Read it, live it, love it, live it. Okay? The 10-horned beast. Now, I've always thought in my mind that 10 horns, that dragon was our boy, Ison. Come to find out, that second beast that rose out of the sea did not take, read it right. You think you know your scripture, you better read it right. Okay? That second beast that rose from the sea, that took power and authority from the dragon, eliminate the word took and insert gave. That's how the Bible ends. With two beasts in charge. Neither one's the Savior. And then the Bible ends. I hope you kind of pack that all in. And maybe it makes you think a little bit tonight while you're relaxing. Because we got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to start thinking out of the box, and we got to start using our knowledge, and we got to start using our imagination, because these guys are way ahead of us. You got to think of a catchy title for this one, too, to make sure people watch this. Because this is so important. The lies that are being fed and the disinformation that's got people's heads out there that could be awake like us, but aren't, because they've been so twisted with this Nibiru scam. If you're associated with any Nibiru channel, I suggest now you block it. I'll tell you what, when you block it, guess what happens? You're going to get resubbed. That's how they get their subs. I don't know how many channels I blocked, and I keep getting resubbed. How does that work? I don't want you. I'm not interested. I create my own reality. I verify it with cam footage around the world. I know what I'm talking about. These guys don't spend a day opening a book or doing anything. They just follow this perpetuated lie that began in the 90s with what's her name? Lydia. You know, Zeta Talks. I talk to little green people. Please. Then Stitch and jumped on board. And then it's snowballed since then. And for decades, they've been playing the same game with their PayPal account attached to the bottom of their videos. Is there a PayPal account on mine? Huh? Anybody see a PayPal account? I haven't hooked up the links. Man, I've got so much work to do, but I've got to take breaks too, Rob. Then I'll end up being laid out and I won't be able to do nothing. I want to go up to the community center, walk around, listen to music, talk to a lot of the senior citizens up there, turn my electronics off, except for my music, and just have conversations with people. Get out there, get to know people. Separate body from the mind. Okay? Because it is too overwhelming, and I'm not pushing any of you to go to links that I do, okay? It takes daily meditation. It takes a lot of prayer. I had an excellent session last night where 2 hours went by, and I thought about 5 minutes. And my mantra is mountain. But to focus on that mountain, they're in my mind. They're embedded in my mind. But you want to focus on that mountain. And when the little distractions of life keep coming in, the exterior realities that spin our heads in a blender, you got to keep pushing them out. Keep pushing them out. Keep pushing them out. Your focus is whatever your mantra is. And I don't believe you need to go to a yoga. You develop one. I'm just going to say mine is mountain. Mountain. And you will find the frequency. I'm not trusting frequencies right now either, right? If I'm outside, I know I can pick up the earth vibration, and I can hit that right frequency, that right. But your focus is to keep, and I know it's a triangle too, but the standing up triangle is a good thing. in most cases, it's the upside down one that you really want to fear. I'm going to leave it with that, right? Okay. I'm going to tell you something. But you've got to keep pushing out the external realities that are imprinted on us and make us create from our dimensional awareness a false reality. I'm gonna take a statement from the song Tool, Maynard, James, Canaan, and there's a song called Vaders. The very end of the song, he's saying, spiral out, keep going, spiral out, keep going, spiral out. I don't think I need to explain what that means. Again, he states, separate the body from the mind, don't overanalyze, overanalyzing, overthinking. No. Those are exterior things that are impressing us, or putting an impression on us. Okay? Separate that, the body, what the body's interpreting from what your mind can actually do. Does that make sense?
I hope it does.
Last thing I want to talk about is I watched it the other night, and I saw that when I was shooting planets when I was back in Fort Worth, right? But then at that time, I was not into the symbology. Now, King's great. I love Kuntz. I love horror. Okay, I do. It's cool, But I'm at a point in my life where I know if you're going to watch something like that, like Mummy with Tom Cruise or something, I put protection on me before I watch it. I think we all need to look evil in the face, and we need to know it. Don't hide from these movies, but protect yourself when you watch them, and you'll learn something. And King is the master. Kuntz is up there too.
Way to go, Kuntz.
Anyway, got the creature, right? The clown. In one part, he's floating up with red balloons. Guess what the geometric shape of the balloons that he's floating up with are? An upside down triangle. Okay? There's a second part in the movie. The second part, he floats away with balloons. Guess what that is? Come on. Saturn cube. About as evil as you can get. Sam's Club. Blue is also a very relevant color. Check out Blue Demonic to see where that takes you. Gets you a little wigged out. Think about the blue at Walmart. Think about the 6-star emblem. 6-pointed emblem. Think about Sam, who used to run the internment camps for the Japanese back in World War II. Think who this man really is. Think what Walmart really is. Think what Sam's Club really is. Think what, there's a few at Best Buy. Same thing. Same color formations. We have to also, don't go too hard on this because it'll take you to a very dark place. I'm giving you a superficial overview because I almost didn't come back when I started studying symbolism. I believe it was the month of June I had to take off because I almost snapped. Okay, so protection, protect yourself in the light. I meditate for y'all to be in light, to be surrounded by archangels, to cleanse yourselves, to eliminate the demonic, the negative, the dark beings that are within us. Breathe them out into the light so they burn. Or use Hinduism, push them down through your monkey tail, down into the mantle of the earth for them to burn. Cleanse your home. Order them out. You command them out. Because they're here and they're surrounding all of us. This is no doubt. This is no joke. Because at this current level, I'm shaking. We're at a level of the battle of principalities. The battle is existing within us right now as we try and awake. The more we awaken, the more we are going to be attacked. Protect yourself. And I'm doing my job to make sure you guys are protected too. So I got your back, I got my son's back, and I got all those I love back, family, etc. This is very serious. And to find out that this iron oxide lie that's been perpetuated for, again, decades. Well, here comes the iron oxide. But nobody took the time to Google pink radiation signature. I'm going to give you that citation one more time. And I'm not going to be lengthy in my comments because I want to get out of here. I need to. I have to. We got rain here today. It's crap. But I knew that yesterday. I knew it was here. Because I got planets in the sky yesterday just outside. I'm just screwing around with my regular camera right now when I see that it's too dark out there and the illumination ain't right. And guess what I catch on my camera? Big ass, black shadows, circles in the sky. There were 2 up there yesterday. The blue's not real. Used to be azure blue. It's now baby blue. That is a layer of chemicals I can't even start to list, which again involves a radioactive resonance. Okay? I'm going to get into you more with the bubbles that are, and the galaxies that are creating these space winds, because I think it's very important that we understand what's going on. France, bridges are falling down. UK is flooded. Okay? We're about to get nailed. We've been getting nailed. We've got people who just died in Kenya. I could go on and on. This is bad. The earthquake level, if you're watching my buddy Michael at Morning Dew, capital D, capital D, capital D, Morning Dew. These earthquakes are escalating. There were 4.3s, 4.7s. We're up in the 6s and the 7s now, kids. And the geological and the storms that surround the world have never, ever been seen before. And probably I need to tie this into again, the winds that we're receiving from galaxies that are affecting the CMEs, every angle that we're hitting at. Now, I was going to go down the giant road. I was going to go down the flood thing. I was going to go down the caveman thing. But I think the main thing is we keep each other safe right now. I will get to those things. I promise. But I've got a list. I've got a list of things I need to get done. Plus setting up help for the homeless, help for the vets, help for the people with substance abuse problems, and the people that are self-medicating. And I'm not pointing you out. I'm right with you. Okay? I know what's going on out there. I see it. All right? I just want to wish you guys love, peace, harmony, balance. I want to thank my new subs. I want to thank them for their introspective views, the understanding that they see right off. I'll go to a channel and I'll leave some comments, that I know going to make people think when they're reading them. And those people come right from that channel and they sub to my channel. Yes, I do a little marketing out there, all right? And when I do, and it'll be a long dissertation, but I don't care. I'm going to get my words out, right? And I'm going to get them out to a channel that's got 100, 200,000 subscribers. And there are going to be people in there that will see the light and that will see the truth in what I'm saying and the distruth in what they're watching. Not all are distruth, okay? But I do this. I do it with my channels that I'm friends with. I do it with channels that I'm not friends with. I do it with channels that I know are pitching disinformation. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? I'm at, darn it, 34 minutes. This is Ride the Wind, tread the air above the din. Be safe. Imagination is limitless. We have all power. We are walking quantum computers because we perceive all 9 dimensions. 1 + 4 + 4 = 9. And also is the geometric equivalent of the tetrahedron. So think about that for today. Have a great day. Get out there and do something. Help each other. You know my deal. But most importantly, let me get this off so people will actually watch this without going, God, it's full marketing, I think. Anyway, Thanks to all of you, your comments, your blessings, your hearts, your souls, your knowledge, your imagination, your truth. This is Darryl Johnson. Always ride the wind. That's how we win this. Okay? Have a good day.